Stand to McWhorrs, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Howl's Harrows. And last time, we finally managed to ally ourselves with the Tortugan Dominion. That's right, we have the membership card and everything. We are officially part of the war. Unfortunately, we're still sort of building up the force. You see, we have 3 mechs currently being built that are going to take about a month each, so we're looking at about 2 months worth of work once we consider the fact that I can only currently work on 2 mechs at a time. But we're making progress. We're doing well, and I'm actually really excited to eventually get that hammer on the field because I built it in the interim. Sorry, I kind of forgot about getting it set up in time just to show it to the people, but we may stop back just to take a look at it in the mech bay because I can't actually show you a detailed breakdown because it's going to be in there for a while. But anyway, building the hammer required us to buy some things, which has kind of had a very negative effect on our finances. So in order to be a proper good soldier for the Tortugan Dominion and all sorts of freedom and piracy, we need to sort of earn our way back into having enough cash to continue that piracy. And one of the best ways to get cash is to steal stuff. And we don't really care who we're working with, as long as we're not working against the interests of the Tortugan Dominion. And with that in mind, let us take the bait. Commander, the Federated Suns is tracking an extremely heavy mech with pirate heraldry. This provocation is almost certainly bait for a trap, and we'd like you to spring this trap. Engage the heavy mechs and intercept the forces the local pirate organization sends to defend it, and destroy all of them. Now, we are currently working for Davy, which the Tortugan Dominion is not quite at war with at the moment. There's some interesting things going on, but we may as well get paid. This will be 1.5 skull mission, 3 of 13 priority salvage, 236,800 C-bills. Let's drop on these suckers and have a little bit of fun. Now, since our last episode, some pretty major galactic spanning things have occurred. The Word of Blake has declared the jihad. For those of you who do not know, the Word of Blake is Comstar zealots who are absolutely crazy into wizardry. They're a little bit weird. They also use nuclear weapons to bomb planets, and from what I'm hearing, apparently they have bombed Tortuga Prime, which I'm not 100% sure on that, but that is the rumor right now. We're not quite on Tortuga Prime, so rumors are traveling through the HPG network, and so a general war is pretty much on with everybody versus the Word of Blake. Now, depending on which faction you join will determine how vigorously you will start attacking the Word of Blake, but you should keep that in mind should you want to join the fun. Oh, it's a butcher! Does the butcher have a model? No, he's just a big old Vindicator, but that's fine, because it's a VNTBR. I'm thinking a different mech. So we've got a 45-ton Vindicator, which would not be terrible to steal if we can get our hands on it. So with the Word of Blake currently declaring jihad on the rest of the galaxy needs to either rise up against it or submit to their will. The Word of Blake is currently being played by the mod authors and VIPs themselves, so if you want to start working against cross purposes of the people who actually made this game, join the war. And how do you join the war? Well, basically just join a faction, ally with them. There is a RogueTech war Discord that you can join as well to get a little bit more information, figure out which faction you think is the most interesting. We chose, of course, the Word of Blake. No, we didn't. We chose the Tortugan Dominion because that is what the people asked for. And you know what? We're actually having a lot of fun. I think the Tortugan Dominion was really, honestly, the best faction to pick. Oh, the guys are a lot of fun, actually. Oh, he's got artillery. Okay, so we've been shelled a little bit, and reinforcements are now on the way. By the way, you may have noticed we no longer have our AI companions. There are reasons for that I'm not going to specifically go into, but I do need to mention that because of that, if we run into any major problems, we're currently not eligible for support. So, this is a little bit of a modded playthrough at this point. A mod of a mod, but still, we're going to have some fun with it. Open fire on this side. Let's see if we can't harm him. We've managed to get the blinding flares all up on him, so this Vindicator is now a little bit in trouble, but he does get to move now. You have close-range weaponry, don't you? Yes, you do, and he's going to punch! Oh! You don't have as much close-range weaponry as I thought you did. Did I? I take that back. You have a pulse laser that shoots in melee that deals heat. What is this weapon? I must have it. It is a whole bunch of medium lasers. Aim melee? Huh. I'm wondering where this weapon came from. Oh no, that's my javelin. My javelin is dented in the back and the leg, but did actually manage to survive the armor. He has triple energy, 1 melee weapon energy that is a support weapon, that's got to be the pulse laser, and a missile. So, can we make him regret his choice to come so gosh darn close to us? Because I kind of want to make him. What kind of range are we looking at? That's not very good. Could I actually get a direct line of sight? No, not unless we want to be at range. Which, if we're going to do that, then I'm going for the back shot. Alright, sprint for the aim. 44%. I think I could improve that. I also could also make it work. But no, we'll fire the listen kills instead. Machine guns are not going to do a whole heck of a lot, so I'm actually going to step them down a little bit. I don't want them jamming too early, as they are quite efficient and effective. Blasting into his back so he knows that he's under fire. I've got Paradox in the Usagi, which can fly! Let's get a perfect angle shot here. Beautifully in the back. Surprise! I bet you didn't expect this trash was gonna come for you. Do we shut off the air? We do, just so we can stay just under heat. This was perfectly calculated. All of it planned. Miss. Hit. I'm not quite sure what happened with the shooting, but you know what? I'm going to assume we did well. We did not do well. Okay. Jester has a Shadowhawk. I don't want to bring him in just yet. I want to make sure the Shadowhawk is brought here for the utmost purpose of annihilation, which, of course, will require us to hopefully not screw up. Can I jump onto his little ridge? No, not really. At that point, we'd basically be better off walking, and so we shall. Hit him with the medium lasers, make him continue to suffer all the firepower that we can possibly. And now Jester can bring up the field. Now Jester, of course, has an MML-15, which is basically almost 3 SRM-6s. It's kind of hilarious. And we have listen kill SRMs on board as well. And I've got a fairly decent shot with the cannon. Open fire. Okay, you missed with the cannon. Oh, did you miss? I'm not really sure if he had an SRM-6 Inferno ammunition, which we blew apart. I'm not quite sure if we hit with the cannon or not. It's somewhat unclear. Although if I can just get a little bit more pressure on, like, say, from Howl, we might be able to make that incredibly clear just how much pressure we're putting on him. Accuracy, not exactly her thing at the moment, it seems. We did manage to get a couple of blasts in, and the right arm is gone. So that's taken out his plasma rifle. That'll be helpful. Unfortunately, his sort of energy melee weapon was on the other side. Enemy forces moving up. They have to be slowed a little bit through the water, but we're probably going to be a little bit toasty by the time they actually arrive. Give me dead fires. Actually, can I deadfire this guy? 63. If I moved to literally standing behind him, I'm seeing 75s, which, yeah, that's deadfire range, baby. Goodbye. Oh, wait, no, one's set to normal. Doesn't matter. We killed him. And then we shot out his engine. Not sure what kind of engine it was, but it's not there anymore. So, once again, the Hachi managing to clean up in such a beautiful way. I really like how the Hachi turned out. I've been told that apparently I'm one of the few people who's, like, happy about my urban mechs. My urban mechs are beautiful and awesome. You cannot talk down to them. And I think that it's a 30-ton mech, which is not a terrible weight group. Like, you can modify them to be really good. Shut off that cannon. It needs to recoil. Shut off that X-Pulse laser. And you know what? Just sit there. There's no point in shooting into that. You'll never hit it. But we might be able to get even more pressure going on. Oh, God, you're a ferret. So I can punch you, right? Yeah, Howl, it's a 0.2% to actually hit him, but we could try it. No, we're not going to try it. We will, of course, sprint off here to the side, see if he can't... Oh, that's why. He's got an electronic countermeasure system that's currently covering him. Doesn't look like he has much in the way of friends. Shut off the large laser? Still cooking a little bit. I want to be able to not cook anything, so we'll just fire 2 of the guns, blasting away with both hands, which is not recommended, because you tend not to be all that accurate when you're trying to dual-wield weapons, regardless of what Hollywood would have you believe. The Javelin, do you have? You do not. Okay, so you need to basically get yourself under control, because right now, girl, you be crazy. And we're going to shift ourselves over to spread out a bit. I'm going to assume that was you with the tag on the thermal barrack, so that's probably what that was. It wasn't a tremendous amount of damage, it was just an unfortunate amount of damage. Incoming missile did not manage to connect with us. We have identified... Is that another urban mech? It is an urban mech. It's a Risk Arrow 4 urban mech. Oh, God. This thing has a Arrow 4 tag, which allows it to literally call down just random strikes wherever it wants. It has infinite ammo and a cooldown of 3 turns. And we know this because in our stream campaign, Apollo's Vipers, we managed to steal one, and it's been just side-rippingly chuckling ever since. So they've got a lot of sort of long-range fire support here. We're in danger. So this is basically the long-range spotting artillery group, which we've got to get spread out and forward, because Arrow 4 artillery is not particularly pleasant to get shelled by. It spreads the damage out pretty nice, but still, the Javelin's leg is already quite vulnerable, and I am very worried about having my entire lance wiped out. I gotta say, I think the Butcher was way less interesting than this guy's gonna be. Oh, he's gonna have so much good kit. If I can steal it, that's gonna be the key. If we can grab it from him, then we will be the proud owners of a great deal of Risk equipment. Risk is, I don't remember the proper acronym, but it's basically the super scientific research of experimental technology and craziness group, who will Well, they invent heat sinks that explode. Yeah, those are the types of people we're talking here. Oh, did they invent the radical heat sink too? In any event, they invent weapons that explode, both for and against you, which is a little bit terrifying when you stop to think about it. The Javelin can do nothing, and I kind of don't want the Javelin to do anything, because the Javelin's gonna get shot.
Roger that.
Hi, oh, whoa, why is that so good? Did it just not move? You don't have multi-target. Fire anyway. Good hits. Oh, he did have a tag arrow 4. Okay, so we're looking at multiple tag arrow 4s at the moment. The Usagi has a shot. It's a terrible shot, but he could have it if he wanted it, which he doesn't, by the way, in case you were wondering. I guess I'll just slip over on here. Where did he go? I have no idea. Fire the light PPC. You've got a 50% chance, and if you hit him, you will obstruct his sensors. 2 good hits. Sensors are impaired. Oh, lovely. Howl. Oh, you must have blown him up. Right. Okay, that works. Howl also does not have any sort of special sensors for that, so Howl's gonna just run forward. Can Howl jump into the water? Howl can jump into the water. Lovely. All right. Maximum aggression. Maximum aggression is currently not supported by maximum accuracy, but we do what we can. Is it that or triple mediums? Triple mediums is slightly cooler if I recall correctly. Fire! We missed all 3 times, but you know what? He now knows that he is under fire. Yes. We have told him what for and all that. Okay, so that arrow 4, I don't think he's fired it yet, which is concerning, because it means he will eventually fire it. So, but I'm going to be super aggressive and ballsy, which is probably going to get me killed, but you know what? Somebody's got to do it, and if not me, then who? I will bring my mediums together. Oh! Hi! I didn't see you there. That's moderately terrifying. 27%? You know what? Kinda no. Just kind of know. Unfortunately, that's not a good enough chance to shoot. Now, why would I deny such an amazing chance to shoot? Well, because unfortunately, it's really not all that great, and that Risk missile launcher has a chance of breaking. On the other hand, he is currently countering the jamming provided by this helicopter, so let's hope we can shoot it down. Blasting into its back, no penetrating hits, but we do have a target acquired, which Mockingbird may be able to use. Set this sucker to... Back to listen kill, please. So I have the most range I can get. Yeah, that's not going to do it. We can get back into our own jamming field, so that'll be nice. But we don't have a target with the Hachi. It is not a super long-range mech. Phase 15, is that going to be the urban mech or the helicopter? The helicopter does not, as far as I saw, have a tag. The urban mech absolutely does, and will lay down just withering amounts of fire that will make people cry. What's it going to do? Is it going to just... Please just tell me you're going to stand there and do nothing. You're going to sit there, you're going to figure all is good with the world, and you're chill. Alright. Did you take... Okay, one of them thought all was good. No bomb? No explosion? Because that looks like a tag laser. Please tell me you don't have ace pilot. Oh, he coolant flushed. Look at that. He's got a radical heatsink kit, double heatsink kit, and it automatically flushes coolant when it gets too hot. And, you know, it can actually chill out by like 20 heat per turn while doing that. Yeah, accuracy not all that great for obvious reasons. He's still jamming as well, and we're not being in a counter jamming field. I think I want to narc him because I don't think he's got his special gear right now. Got him narked. Okay, so he's been target acquired, I think, with the tag, and we've also narked on top of that. So he is currently possibly the loudest singing opera singer at the ball at the moment. Do I shoot at you just from standing still? It is a 50% chance to hit. Could I get better than that if I walked forward? Kind of want to let the Tombo just take care of that on his own. 43s. I cannot give up that 43. Oh, but I can't also get 2 angles. That's fine. Walk into the water. Ha, you're my target, buddy. He also has composite armor, which means his structure is 50% of what it normally should be. So if we can crack his armor open like an egg, then we can, well, steal a lot of things. Unfortunately, it is now the enemy turn, which I assume it's going to be the VTOL, which I am now somewhat regretting not annihilating the VTOL. Because if that thing moves, and just I'll never be able to hit it. It is shooting and has dealt quite a bit of damage to the Phoenix Hawk, which is unfortunate because I really want to turn him back on to being able to shoot people, or rather jamming people, although you're also electronic countermeasuring. So I need to have my weapons, my ECM set to counter you as well. We got to take out this Balak soon, though. Hopefully it won't move. It did not. Okay, good. I need... Jester? Jester could get in there. Or Mockingbird. I think Mockingbird might have the better shot. We'll find out in a moment. Who's got the shot? 26, 23. 26. We'll do it. Yeah, just fire listen kills into him. That was a beautiful light show, but only 2 missiles managed to hit. Paradox. I really kind of want to put the pressure on him way off there in the distance. Another 56% chance you do not have shoot and scoot. So we got to get you on the roll if we want to do this then. So I want to start making down towards water if at all possible. Or maybe back here. Will my range be alright? It's a 50% regardless. So I just need to stay outside of the best or worst, depending on your idea of jamming fields. Ooh, 37%. It got even worse. Fire! That's a hit, that's a miss, and that's a miss. Sensors impaired and unsettled. Please tell me I didn't break the gun. The gun is not broken. Lovely. Jester. Who is moving after you? Yeah, I'm not going to risk that. Hi, buddy. I can see you in ways that you have yet to realize. Can shoot my cannon over there, and you get the X-Pulse as well. Okay, gotta aim at the ground where he is above, which is right somewhere around here. Give me you. I wish to target you. You cannot resist me. Maybe he can. Did he figure out? No, he has not. So multi-target, just you? Oh, he can't be multi-targeted apparently. Oh, I'm willing to bet it's something to do with his stealth systems. You know what? Let's fry this sucker and make sure that he is not on the field anymore. There we go. Helicopter deleted. Okay, so that's one of the jamming sources gone. Now we just have to take care of the other one. The Tonbo needs to move, and it needs to move swiftly and aggressively. So I kind of just want to get right up in on top of him. So I'm just going to sprint at full bore in on him so I can start really putting the screws up. Open fire! Okay, that was not great, but then again, we were kind of expecting that. He's toasty. He's very, very toasty, but he could probably just... That. Is that a hyper laser? Am I getting missed by a hyper laser? That could be what that is. He is an ace pilot. He moved very slightly, and he is still overheating. So with any luck, we want to steal his equipment. Oh, that means coring him. His weapons are on his arms, I think. I'm not sure on that. Usagi, time to fly. Yes, we shall fly right to the enemy. Surprise, I bet you did not see this one coming. To be fair, very few people see this one coming. Oh, triple hit, heat critical, shutdown override successful, and he did not jam the gun. That's the key. Paladin. Yeah, the Tombo needs to get on top of that. Can the Tombo fly on top of that? He can! Haha! I'm right here with you, sir. You will not escape my clutches. So we bounce up here with our pirates. We are ready to overheat, but I don't kind of want to because the chance ain't that great. Fire 2. Another good hit on him. I was kind of hoping the tag would nail him too, but that was not to be. The Javelin, if you were to just fire from here, you would have absolutely terrible chances to hit. But if you ran right up next to him, your chances to hit would be significantly better. Hi, buddy. I think I'm just going to throw this sucker over the line. I don't want narc. I want chaff, baby. Give me the chaff right there. 13%. Probably won't hit, but you know what? He's stressing. That's good to see. I want to see him stressed. If I can get him to eject, now that's where glory is to be had. I'd like to not have to, you know, jump, because jumping gives you terrible, terrible accuracy. It's a -3 to your accuracy, but that's too good to give up. Pass. Hi, this is gonna be really, really toasty, but you know I'm not gonna fire the large laser just to sort of keep things under control. Fire. I do also kind of want to just freak him out. So if I've got him surrounded, what I really need is flamers. Flamers to add into this conflagration. Sprint. That'll be a shot. It's not a good shot. Maybe only machine guns. Yeah, it's less than kills. 14%. Too much chance of friendly fire. Chill it. Alright, and time for you to come in. You can start walking somewhat forward. 40% chance on the listen kills. Are you serious? It's absolutely serious. Not going to fire the gun. Let that thing settle. That'll keep us under heat. And fire the SRMs. There goes his left arm with a pair of medium lasers and double heat sinks. So that's not quite nice for us. But it is now his phase, and I think he's got a hyper laser. He's kicking! He wanted to go and punch us, and he did. The Tombo has just been slammed by the Urban Mech, and his heat cooling is back to normal. No longer chilling 20 heat per turn. Look how chill that mech got with just one round of attempting to do that. That is the sort of terror that we are dealing with here. It is an Urban Mech that is absolutely insane. There is absolutely no chance I hit that. Ooh. You got a reserve, darling. Sorry, but it's true. Down to 21, Howl. Howl can get right behind him once again. And hopefully nail him with basically the full salvo. Do I shove the line? Not that hard. No, fire. Good hits on his back. Shutdown override successful, but we are going to have to get this temperature under control soon. Because once you start going over temperature, well, now you're in trouble. And also, the Javelin really can't afford to stay over temperature. What's my chance to punch? 79% is not horrible. 27 damage is, but, you know, what else am I going to hit him with? I mean, at the end of the day, we're looking at 37% chances to hit, but the light tag, I think, still fires in melee because it's glitched. Try it! Hi, buddy. Oh, we hit him for the 27 damage, so that's a good hit. And does the tag work as well? It did! He's been target acquired, and he's panicked. Oh, hi, buddy. I've got weapons for you. I would like to save most of you intact, so if you just want to bail the heck out, that'd be great. Punch as well? Punch as well. Because I'm really trying to freak this guy out. Dude, you're surrounded. You've got people on all sides. What you gonna do? Is this not horrible? It would have been so much better if that tag had hit. Not because it would stack with the other tag, but just because it would make my life considerably easier. Can I get a direct line of sight? Actually, that might do. Hi, buddy. Cannon? No, not cannon. Everything else, though. Leg destroyed. He's going to be on the ground. Is he going to freak? Come on, freak out, dude. You're on the ground. You've got no chance. You're surrounded by mechs. Bail out of that sucker. We are overheating on all of our mechs, which is obviously not good. Okay, the Usagi has no heat concerns. Let's be honest. The Usagi is chill. And has a 92... Well, it's not chill right now. It is currently very much overheating, but we blew apart his stuff. So go for the legs with the rapid fires. I was kind of worried about that, but I was willing to do it. Head hit pilot. Come on, bail out, dude. You're panicked. You're freaking bail. And the light PPC misfired. So now we do have to worry a little bit about how that's going to work out. Do you have a shot here? Do you have a better shot? Closer. That looks to be an 18%, but I'm not going to believe it. I was right not to believe it. So I don't want to blow this torso off. I do just want to deal damage to that. So machine guns to off and spit some missiles at him. Engine destroyed. So I think we blew off the torso. So we did take him down, but I'm not sure what's left on the mech, unfortunately. If we blew off that torso, then there's nothing left, unfortunately. There's, like, some sensor systems, which are cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not like we're getting a tag arrow 4, although we might get it from the helicopter. We'll have to find out. 189,570 Seabills is our reward. Nobody actually took any armor-penetrating hits. The Usagi, of course, needs another 2 days of repair just from that gun, but kind of worth it. And the Javelin almost lost his leg, but held on like a champ. I'm pretty surprised. Okay, they want to steal the butcher parts, all of them, and the urban mech parts salvaged, but they're willing to give me 4 hyper lasers. Well, I mean, like, if you insist. Why would you do that? Oh, hyper lasers. The Risk Hyper Laser is an experimental heavy laser derived from the clan's improved heavy laser family. Hyper lasers are the ultimate development in heavy laser technology, but it was constructed by the Risk engineers instead of the clans. Thanks to pushing the limits in laser shielding and plasma lasing chemistry, the hyper laser is very destructive and extreme ranged weapon. But the thermal and physical stresses of the immense scale make this weapon very prone to explosive malfunction. 100 damage, out to a range of 840. That's what we're talking about here. This is insane. I love it. I'm also really tempted to just grab this because I think I might have some rubber mech parts. Anyway, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hyper lasers are on the ground right now. There's that laser drill I think that came off the butcher. 2 Streak MML5s? Are you kidding me? Oh, I want it. I want it. And there's the Tag Arrow 4, which, you know, that'll be fun. And an Engine XL, because why not? Oh my god, it's Christmas! The only thing that could make it even better is if there was a double heatsink kit on this one, and they're ranked. But we've got just about everything else you could ever want. So the Engine XL, yes. Fire control system melee, no thank you. A gyro defense would be lovely. I can't guarantee it though. It may not actually stay in there. Heavy Ferro, I'm not super sold on it. I mean, it's what, 15 slots? Or, yeah, 15 reserve slots, which is pretty low in terms of Ferro, because normally Inner Spheres Ferro is supposed to be 14 slots. I believe they reduced it to 10 for balance reasons, but, so only 15 slots, minus 20% armor weight. That's pretty good. I mean, not as good on lights, because Endo is better on lights, but still, that's pretty good. Sensor tracker has an automatic ECM system built in it. Oh, the Christmas is too much. Fire control system, advanced targeting computer, grants breaching shot when firing a single weapon, improves the offensive push accuracy by 2. Targeting computer follows targeting computer fire control system allows to use battle computer upgrades. Oh, I want it. I also want the ECM. I don't want the composite. I also want the Arrow 4s and the hyperlaser. Oh, there's too much gear here. That is too much. I must have it all. Unfortunately, I can't run a hyperlaser. I literally don't have the heat for it. It's 72 heat. I don't even have one mech with a double heatsink kit. Even with a double heatsink kit, I would need 2 more double heatsinks just to handle one shot of this thing. I want it. I can't afford it. Streak MML 5s, they're not risks or nothing, but they are streaks, and streaks are really good. What streaks do is that they attempt to gain a target lock early on. If they fail to get that target lock, they don't shoot, and thus they save you ammunition. So streak MMLs, you could fire SRMs or LRMs or whatever have you. I'm not sure I'm sold on it though, just purely from the perspective of it's only 5 missiles. If this were a clan streak MML or clan streak LRM, I would take it, because that's basically what's on offer here. These are basically super heavy clan streak LRMs, because clan LRMs don't have a minimum range because they're meant to be used at all ranges. So this is sort of an inner sphere solution to it. You got to bring 2 different kinds of ammo, but you can handle both ranges. I really want this tag. So this tag calls in a bomb, an Arrow 4 strike, which hits everybody within 150 meters and deals 60 damage to everybody within 150 meters. And that weighs 1 ton. Yeah, not bad for 1 ton. Also, it does have a 3-turn cooldown, so that's not ideal, but that's pretty sweet. I can't pass this up. A defense gyro, it just makes you harder to hit. Also gives you fairly decent, can't pass that up. I can't pass, there's too many things. This should have been a 5 of 21. Oh, I must decide. What if I don't? My mother would say, have you ever seen a snail with a polka dot tail? Down by the bay. Let's see what we got. I'm really having a hard time making this decision. I don't need this because I don't have a melee mech. If I had a melee mech, I would desperately go for this, but we never got one. Composite, I don't think is all that good. Yes, it's a 50% structure reduction, but it's a 50% structure health reduction. I suppose on a light mech that's not so bad, but still, that's terrifying to me. Also, it has massive structural repair problems. You give me such wondrous riches. I'm gonna roll the dice on the hyper laser. Damn it. 5 hyper lasers. Not 1. I'm not super broken up about it. I am kind of broken up about the MMLs because I couldn't handle the hyper lasers. They would sit in storage the whole time. We did get Clan ER medium laser, which is useful because Clan ER medium lasers are great. A laser drill. So if we want to get, it's a +1 accuracy in melee. ×3 bonus against targets that are overheating. Oh, that's lovely. That is levels of lovely that I really, really am happy we got. We got the composite. I don't really care about it. We also got 2 of these. This, I believe, will give us enough parts to build an urban mech if we have other parts to the urban mech. Got the retractable blade, so really we've got a lot of stuff for a melee mech. I could kind of swing the... And we got streak ammo for the LRMs and SRMs, which would have gone with these streak MMLs, which we can't use. Oh, that's a shame. Retractable blade, kind of disappointing. This is total filler and waste. This is also somewhat of a waste. This is a waste. But still, the equipment that we wanted and the 2 of these, the risks, were kind of worth it. I do regret not getting a hyper laser, just because it's a bloody hyper laser. But at the end of the day... Wait a second, did I get that tag arrow? No, I didn't pick it. I rolled the dice on it. It was that or the gyro. It really was a question between that or the gyro, and at the end of the day I said I have to take that gyro. It's a +1 defense gyro. Defense is huge. It really is in this game. Defense, evasion, electronic countermeasures prevent you from getting shot. Unless the enemy brings artillery, in which case you're getting shot. You don't have a choice in that one. It's going to happen, because if it hits in your general area code, well, it's a 150 meter range, which if this is still using 30 meter tiles, like, normal BattleTech does, we're talking 5 tiles worth of explosion. Clan Wolf fighting Clan Ghost Bear. Hans is taking Kalmar, HL, from the Steel Viper, and Comstar took Snailzar from Abandoned. So nothing going on for us, but that's okay. 13,647 for the next 7 days. It's not terrible, but I do want to check my mech bay to see if I've got any Irby mech parts, because if I do, I want to build a Risk Arrow 4. I don't think I have it, though. Lights, 2. Arctic Fox I'm still holding on to. Do I have another? I do. I have 1. So I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why you no build? I have sufficient parts, no? Apparently not. That is somewhat disappointing. Wait a second. Oh, because the 71 isn't compatible. Gotcha. Alright, so apparently the R71 is not properly combined with the other urban mechs. So despite having it, we can't actually combine it with anything. And because of that, I'm going to sell it. Does it not combine with everything? R71, R71... It does not. Okay, so I'm getting rid of it. There's no point in keeping it around if I can't combine it with other things, because I don't have enough parts that say I'm close enough to build it. Alright, so that's not terrible. Still slowly working our way towards a medium. Well, another medium. We have 2 currently being built, so I suppose I shouldn't complain too much. Javelin and Phoenix Hawk should be first, which is perfectly right. And then all my urban mechs only need a very short period of time to repair, and then we've got these 3 on the way. Oh, the hammer. I want that hammer. It's going to be fun. That hammer's going to be a lot of fun. So we got to chill for the next several days. We'll get all of our pilots back, which is all right. And Tombo needs 1 more day, so we'll give it to him. Thank you, Tombo. Alright, also... Oh, whoops. We're going to need to spend another 2 days repairing the Usagi, because unfortunately the PPC is a little bit busted. Fix it. Take 2 days. It's a fairly cheap repair cost, but it still takes 2 days. So we'll fix that light PPC, and we will be golden. I'll put that back to the top of the list. I don't feel like waiting 54 days for a 2-day repair. So 2 more days, we'll check our pilots, we'll grab another mission. Although I did hear tell recently of a pilot who had to fight a 5-hour battle with mission control, which is terrifying and extremely exciting. Jester's leveled up. Jester could take guts immediately, or tactics for the call chop bonus and the view distance. Ooh, that's a really tough question, actually. Overheat threshold could be useful. Max evasion, not so much important. At least not to us at the moment. The evasion reduction, the call chop bonus, and the view distance. Yeah, it's got to go that. Welcome to Tactics 6, Jester. Which, you know, he is a strategic pilot, or command pilot, or whatever. So he should technically have quite high tactics. Alright, what do we got? We still have missions. Civilian extraction is 1.5 skulls, which is a little bit terrifying. Not gonna lie, so I'm kind of avoiding that one. I may not have much of a choice. There's only a couple of 2 more 1 skulls and a half skull left before we have to move into 1.5 skulls. I kind of want to wait until I get a more significant force of my mediums going. Ambush convoy could be rough. Though if we show up with we don't have enough firepower, that's the problem. Frontal assault pays out a lot of stuff. Now let's intercept the evacuation, and we take it for cash? Or we take it for stuff? I don't want to make friends with you. I have no interest in making friends with you. I am just doing this so that I can get enough stuff to basically leave the planet. And in that end, we'll take it for cash. I hope I don't come to regret this. Put the Phoenix Hawk back down, as well as the Javelin. Howl, get inside your Phoenix Hawk. And Finn, you can get inside your Javelin. Alright, let's rock and roll. Once again, we're going to drop down and hopefully cause a whole heck of a lot of panic. Now, yeah, we're working for Davian again, which, you know, we shouldn't be. We are technically Tortuga, so we should be really operating for their interest, but we seriously need to get those 2 mediums going. So we've got 2 55-ton mechs on the way that are okay builds. They're not amazing. Double heatsink kit lack of is a pretty significant drawback, but I think we need to get our hands on a lot of cash soon. That way we can start, 1, buying from the faction shop, which I did in order to build the hammer. The hammer is significantly purchased from the faction shop in terms of weapons. Its 2 major weapon systems at this point are 2 Risk MML-10s, which give him 20 tubes of SRM or LRM fire should he desire it. Now, I haven't fully decided what ammunition loadout he's getting, but that's going to be pretty terrifying. At least for his tonnage. Intercepted evacuation. We have a report that the local pirate organization has been operating a hidden surveillance base somewhere on Valois. Unfortunately, they've intercepted our spies' reports and have evacuated the base, torching everything useful. We'd like to prevent any of the data they've collected from leaving the planet. We've been able to identify the likely evacuation route, and we need you to intercept the evac convoy and destroy it. This will be 0 of 1 priority salvage, which always makes me cringe. 651,000 C-bills should we be successful at a single skull difficulty. Cross your fingers, this may get rough. Apparently it's a turkey shoot, he says. I'm not sure I believe that. So, just saying. Recon the convoy's evacuation route, stop the pirates from escaping, destroy the pirate escorts, which apparently are standing in front of me. That looks to be the convoy. Simiray, did you provide precise landing coordinates for me? I can't move now. If I do, I'll never be able to hit him. Because they're all under spawn protection for the first turn. That's not fair. Oh no. Shoot him. Yeah. They all get a free move. I can do nothing about it. I could, like, hold back, but come on. That's not nice. Oh, the Hachi not having jump jets is really going to come to hurt it. Because it's going to have to run all the way through here in order to get there. Sagi, on the other hand, won't care. Hi, Spider. You've moved. Do you know what that means? It means you're the only target that I have in a shooting gallery. Terrible, 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 terrible. Hey, it's not bad. Single shot. Fire! Oh, that's a melee spider. I think I saw a melee spider.
Reporting negative damage.
Triple energy weapons that operate in the support category. So either he's tagging the universe or he's got point-blank range laser drills, plasma cutters, all sorts of really unfun things that you don't want to deal with. So yeah, we spawned on top of the convoy, but we've got to hurry up and kill them before they can get away, which is going to be a bit of a tall task. Stinger's going to bounce on over, face a wall, do basically nothing. I must say, I do approve of your tactical decisions. I believe, sir, that you are a sound tactical mind and clearly have the best interests of victory in heart. I'm just going to jump here so that I can try and keep up with the people, because this is going to be a bit rough. Yeah, terrible accuracy. Don't bother shooting. We'll chill out. We'll keep everything under control. BattleTech, the Usagi can fly wherever the bloody heck it pleases. Let's be honest, this thing soars. So we'll bounce up over here. We're going to use our maximum evasion to our advantage. I could shoot down on you, but again, I don't want to bother with the heat. Jester is... Ooh, you're going to be a rough one to actually get on target, because I've got to go well around to get anywhere near the enemy. Is there actually a path down here? It kind of doesn't look to be. I'm fairly positive that I've fought this battle from this angle. You approach from down over here, you run up over here, come around this corner, and you do battle right there. So I'm fairly certain I've done that fight before several times. Just never come at it from this angle, which is, you know, the point of Mission Control. Is the fact that it gives you these different battles that you've never really experienced before, which is a lot of fun. I must say, I approve. Hi, I put Usagi right there, and he's got basically no protection, and wow, you've got a lot of missiles. And you've managed to blinding flare me, which is obviously not ideal. He is, however, braced, which will make him much less likely to get murdered in the face, because, you know, we don't want that to happen to him. As long as he can get down this slope just by running, he can probably shoot into the back. Oh yeah, it's a Carnadoot. Or Kadiru? Kandaru. Yeah, Kandaru. This is the primitive tank from last time that was causing us so much pain. Real APC popping forward, firing a couple of shots towards the Usagi. Did not manage to connect, which is lovely. Right, exactly where we're at. Probably gonna have to shoot that wheeled APC first. Tiger, not all that fast. Looks like he's managed to fail. Pretty hard, actually. So, very much happy. Oh, need to scroll back from the Kandaru. Sounds so much like kangaroo, and that makes it just doubly amusing to me because it's also a Crusader tank, which I think the Australians use Crusaders. The Crusader were the British tank, so I think the Brits ended up exporting, well, having everybody in the Commonwealth work on them during World War II, but I wouldn't want to say that in a pub quiz. I did get a light hit from a pulse laser, I think either that or a machine gun, in any, oh, not a pulse laser, single shot. Mockingbird, I need you, and I need you now. That might actually do quite nicely. Oh, baby. Not as good. That's a Saladin. Really? Fire. Fire everything now. Okay, we got it. It's taken care of. No worries. Just relax. It's all safe now. Ooh. Yeah, Saladin's terrifying. Not exactly the beast that you want to just suddenly randomly run into in a dark alley. Good shot, bad shot. Actually reasonable shot. Not as reasonable shot. Pretty bad shot. Could take out the harasser entirely or just start worrying away on the back of this tank. I think I want to do that. I'm gonna mark him out because I'm a little less worried about his counterfire. Okay, we got multiple target acquires. Hopefully that'll help significantly. Anyway, that's the hope that we can kill him before he can sort of get around the corner. The Usagi is right here after all, and just should bam, bam, bam. Although the Usagi does, of course, have a priority target in that wheeled APC, it will be blisteringly fast. To a painful degree, in fact. Bouncing up top, Stinger, STG-3R. Oh, that's a fairly decent Stinger, isn't it? Or maybe I'm thinking a different version. Okay, looking good. Jester. Jester has long-range shots at anybody he wants. Why? Because he's the Jester. He's Jester. Targets are bad. Yeah, we've got an okay target on some. So we're going to multi-target. We're going to go into you and into you because I have the weapon for it, and I may as well get some work done on it. Set this sucker to listen kills just to make that a little bit more likely to kill him. Big old cannon shot has managed to open him up, and follow-ups, come on. Did not quite manage to wipe him out, but the Tiger is having a bad day. And then we tore off his left torso with just one shot. I love this weapon. I like this setup. It's making a good use of the only energy hardpoint the Shadowhawk has. The other side of it could be, oh, well, why don't you use a PPC? It's on his arm. It'll have the additional accuracy, but because it's too hot. We can't handle the heat and the cannon. Got a long-range run. Uh-oh. It's time to duck. Ooh, nailed us with that. And here comes the energy weapons. Are these flamers? They're not. Huh. Oh, they are flamers. Lots of flamers. I don't think he managed to connect, but he tried. Paladin. I'm ready. Yeah, you got punched, which was interesting. How badly damaged? It's the Tiger's weak. It's in the back. Get me behind him. Oh no. In order to get that behind shot, I'm going to have to, move into a position where I can't do much. Yeah, we'll do that. Kind of have to. Give me a shot into his back. He's got 50 health or so. Fire!
Welcome, my outfit.
I was so happy that you would actually connect with something, but that did not happen. And so this Tiger tank is well likely to get out of here. Harasser zipping away, which is lovely to see. I don't want the harassers to get in the way. Shoot into the back of the tank. I think we shoot into the back of the tank. Fire!
Confirmed.
Oh, come on, Howl. I need you to do a little bit better than this one. You're gonna have to step it up if you want to keep things going. Paradox. So Paradox has a more important goal in mind. Paradox, of course, needs to wipe the heck out of this. Unfortunately, in order to do that, he needs to get a good back shot. That is, hopefully, a good back shot. Hi, little wheeled APC. Yes, I have a 56% chance to hit you. Oh, wait, no, I lied. I actually have a 74% chance to hit you. Yeah, please die. Oh, triple hit, and it's gone! So the fastest runner is now not going to be able to run anymore. Now the Kangaroo is probably going to be able to hit him quite heavily with long-range rockets. Oh no, it was a cannon and long-range rockets, but it's managed to blind everybody in this area. Beautiful, thank you, you're working with me so lovely. He missed by 41% just because of you, Kangaroo. I want you to know that, internalize that, and understand that. Tiger blasting at us with a whole bunch of weapons as well. A couple of machine gun bullets bouncing off, but we're doing good. And his machine gun has unjammed itself. Mockingbird! Miss Death Incarnate herself. Yes, you are this bane of vehicles of many stripes. You know what? Yeah, kill him. Oh, there we go. So I was like, should have gone with dead fires, but no, we took him down. So the back and the front of the convoy are dead, which is classic convoy wiping out tactics. Actually, that literally is classic convoy assault tactics. You want to kill the lead vehicle so they can't get any further. You want to kill the back vehicle so they can't run away. We have not quite managed that, but... well, because they get to just go through it anyway, because they're magical. But we're working with it. Do we cook? Oh, we absolutely cook. Hit this sucker. I'm not quite sure where you were shooting. You had fairly decent chances to hit that one, and you just sort of blasted the entirety of the sky. Which, I'm sure the sky was quite impressed with your alpha strike, but gotta say, I don't think that's a winning strategy. Although, we gotta hurry up here. We got, 1, 2, maybe 3 turns left. So we gotta really get on the move, and y'all are stuck back here, which ain't great. Jester.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, Jester, I need you full tilt running on this one. Yeah, that's actually the better choice strategically. It's 23% chance to hit a harasser or 20% on a goblin. Fire the goblin! That did not hit the goblin. We missed by 10%. Unfortunate. Because hitting him moving forward is going to be quite difficult, I presume. We'll have to rely quite heavily on our urban mechs, which are rapid response vehicles. Clearly, that is what the urban mech can do. Yes, indeed. Spider moving around and going for a punch. Ho-ha! You cannot touch this. You cannot touch the Tunbo. whole bunch of tags and flamers that I'm really hoping to do not connect, because if they did, then I'm in trouble. Good, they didn't. Howl! Yeah, Howl, that's actually an interesting angle for you to take. Oop, that's a very odd camera angle, but okay, we'll take it. Give me Howl. Yes, Howl, if you were to engage from here, we're looking at not great. If you were to sprint even closer, that might be better. 63, and also really good. The Kangaroo, I think I want to shoot it just to take him under control. Unfortunately, I'm not dealing enough damage to really take him under control like he needs to be, but we're working on it. That'll probably be as best as we can do. And try not to hit your friends.
Firing all weapons.
You didn't hit your friends, but you also didn't hit anything. So, I don't know if that's a win or a lose on this one. Should I go for the Kangaroo? Kind of want to, because the Kangaroo is really messing with everybody's accuracy. It's becoming a bit of a problem. Yes. Shift on over to engage the Kangaroo. 50%. We'll keep the heat under control for a little while longer. Am I... Ooh, is my gun misfired? It is not. Okay. That is something very important that we want to keep checking to make sure that we don't sort of fall down on. Triple PPC, his sensors have been scrambled, and the Goblin moving forward, firing his large laser, annihilating the rock behind us, and a massive titanic gout of debris flying everywhere. We're only lucky that the shrapnel didn't manage to damage us. That Kangaroo is really quick, actually. We gotta focus on him. Oh no, not the Usagi. He needs his accuracy in order to successfully kill you. If we don't have that, what do we have? Somebody's moving at 9. Is that the Stinger? It is. Oh yeah, because we blew the shoulder off the Stinger. Hi, buddy. You couldn't touch me, man. You're just not even... We don't even care. I'm not getting into this gear anyway, so who cares? That's basically going to be my entire position on this fight. Who cares to keep you alive? I know I don't. No good. Worse. Shut off the AC-10. AC-10 off. Temperature's under control. Shoot that Goblin. It is an obstructed shot, but we did get a couple of hits on through so far. I'm assuming that spider is going to come through at some point again, because it is quite dangerous. 14, yeah, we're on 19. That's got to be the spider. Yeah, Speedre. Spider's probably going to attack the Tombo again. Will you stop attacking the Tombo? It's not here for you. I will deal with you in the order of importance that you are. Oh no. Oil slicked. We've been slowed down. Paradox. Yeah, you have one goal and one goal only, and that is to annihilate the Kangaroo. 59%. Turn on that. Well, I get one more turn of being under heat. Fire. Oh, we're so many penetrating hits. Lovely, lovely. Have you managed to cut through multiple sections of the armor? Wait, you're overheating? Oh no, it misfired. Crap, we gotta go back to normal mode. I may have to push that. I may have to shove that over the line. I don't want to do it. Sprint. Wow, you're just gonna cook, aren't you? Well, if you're gonna cook, I should probably take your heat under control. Wow, no, you're just gonna cook, huh? Can I get... The moment I try to melee him is the moment that I'm overheat. So if I did that, I would be on the heat threshold. Do I risk that? Because that means next round I really can't shoot much either. I do have my XL engine in this mech. 0.3% chance of ammunition explosion.
Orders.
Thin reserve. We'll wait to see if it's gonna be necessary. Hopefully it won't. One of our machine guns is jammed. 51, 44. Give me the shot on the 44. Listen, kills away. Oh, nice job. Okay, so just that last missile flying right up the tailpipe. So that's been taken care of. Now we just have the Tiger to take care of. 14 ought to be the harasser. Yes, it is. He's going to zip on forward and probably unload a whole ton of SRMs on somebody. No, it's the Stinger. Really? Will you stop? You're embarrassing yourself now. Dude, you're just embarrassing yourself. You should really stop. Howl, on the other hand, can slip right in behind the enemy. Whole bunch of 69% chances to hit. Nice. Fire! Okay, you set fire to the entire area, which is cool, but that's not what I meant. 14, yep. Oh, so that's the harasser now coming. Zip it on into the distance. It hasn't actually helped anybody. I'm just saying that harasser has literally not assisted anybody. How's your armor? Your armor is paper thin. How hard are you to hit? Really hard to hit. Okay, sprint I can't get away from, but I could jump for it. Or I could, you know, go hyper aggressive, try and kill you. Or I could go hyper-aggressive, try and kill you. Yeah, we'll do that. Hi, buddy. I just want to make sure that you're not on the field anymore. Ooh. Oh, something. No, that's... Ooh, that might have been a bit cruel. Fit! Your javelin is a boiling. But you don't need to cook yourself. Run up here. Don't fire this, don't fire this, don't fire this, don't fire that. And certainly don't fire that. Even the tag. Are we cooking? I deliberately moved where we wouldn't cook. But we're on fire. Oh boy. Okay, the goblin moving away. Called shots at a torso, managed to hit us in the left torso, which is not the worst thing in the world, but we do, of course, have an excellent engine on board this thing, which is not good. Finn! Restart that sucker. There we go. Unfortunately, we don't apparently sink any heat on the round that we restart. That's odd. We'll have to do something about that soon, although this conflagration may have been a problem that we need a solution to fairly quickly. Hachi is cooking a little bit. So I don't want to cook the Hachi anymore, because, you know, Hachi has some trouble with that. And the spider duck! No, seriously, dude. You're getting weird now about this. Like, is there some sort of relationship between dragonflies and spiders that I am not aware of? Because it's kind of starting to feel that way. Mockingbird, can you get dead fire ammunition on this sucker? If you didn't fire your machine guns and just fired, you know, dead fires, I'd have to not shoot one of my guns, and I'm already cooking. And I am not about to let success go too far. Okay, structure exposed, which was what I wanted. And now I can use the friends that we have made along the way to finish off everybody. Where are you? There you are. Get a back shot on you, please. That'll be good. That'll be good shooting. Hi, bud. Bazap! Target destroyed. Upper leg destroyed, which is great. I'd like to be able to just turn him to go shoot at him at point-blank range. So, Howl, could you do me the biggest of favors? Could you wipe this sucker clean out? Yeah, we're going to be boiling, but that's not a problem. There we go. Convoy destroyed. We've got a harasser and a spider to take care of, and there are several mechs of ours that are very much on fire. They are very, very on fire. How much on fire would you say? I would say a significant level of fire has been achieved. Oh, buddy. Just buddy. I'm sorry. You basically don't exist. Arc welders, that's what those were. Huh. Wouldn't have put red for arc welders. Normally I think blue for some reason. Paradox. The Usagi, you have one last thing to destroy. Of course, you know, your 2-day repair is going to suck, but needs must and all that. Fire standard mode. Also helps keep the temperature under control. Unfortunately, you missed, which, obviously not ideal. We would prefer if you were to be a little bit more accurate, but I can understand why you may have some concerns about the situation. Okay. What are you going to do, little harasser? You're the last one of your ilk. Surrender. Eject. Yes, eject from the vehicle. I promise, on my honor as a Tortugan Dominion mercenary, that I will not annihilate you where you stand. I have a shot. I do have a shot. Oh, did I move or something? Oh, the guns were jammed anyway. Oh, I didn't realize that my entire mech was about to explode. Whoops. Temperature apparently is under control over here.
Can't vent all this heat.
Oh god. Yeah, if he can't kill this guy this next round, we're ejecting. Everything fire. Well, not ejecting. We'll eject the ammunition. Luckily for us, that wasn't required. We managed to completely wipe out the entire enemy force. So victory is ours. Huzzah! Yeah, you can actually dump the ammo out the back if you are that concerned. And I was that concerned because that was his third round overheating? One round overheat. Then, yeah, he was... Ooh, Bad could have blown that mech sky high. I actually don't know what happens when chaff and narc ammo explodes. I really should look that up. 766,520 C-bills, 25% contract increase for doing a good job and killing everybody. No penetrating hits on the armor. The Hachi barely touched. The Usagi barely touched. The Shadowhawk barely touched. Everybody got touched a little bit. The Townbow got repeatedly pummeled and punched, but no penetrating hits. The Usagi, unfortunately, is going to need another extra 2 days in order to repair its thing. We got a 175 rated fusion core. which is not bad. And that Saladin did have an AC-20. Oh, that would have ruined our day really quick if it had managed to connect with something, because we don't exactly have the biggest of mechs, but we now are once again back in the black, which is good to have. I don't want to, of course, run out of money at random points and then suddenly, well, there goes my company. Why? I wasn't paying attention to the date and it just sort of went by me, sort of like a cell phone bill or something. Oh, that would have been terrible. That would have been terrible, but luckily we are now in good condition. I probably shouldn't buy anything from the faction shop, but I kind of want to. We are at least going to probably raid out those last couple of missions at the bottom level, just in order to sort of give us some more seed money or parts, because I think we've got some good solid mechs on the way. As for the future of mission control, that's the thing that gives us multiple lenses. We're not 100% sure on it right now. I have made minor changes to it, which are not approved by the RogueTech team. So if I do not recommend doing what we were doing, it's just that I can't record episodes that will take an hour and a half, and 20 minutes of that is just staring at the AI doing nothing. So I have made that choice. It does mean that I'm no longer allowed to get support, but I think it's kind of reasonable just for the purposes of getting a recording actually done. On the other hand, it is a fantastic system, and I really, really enjoy it, and my only problem with it is the fact that the AI is terrible. And I'd rather not have them there than have them do basically nothing. However, mission control isn't fully balanced yet. They're still sort of working on tweaking things. So what we may end up doing is we may go back to the previous level. There's 3 levels of install for mission control. There's the bottom level, which gives you enhanced enemy sizes, so you can start fighting clan stars and that sort of thing, but your lances stay at 4 mechs. Then there's a version that has the larger maps, like we saw with the random spawns, and that system where it has larger enemy mechs. And then there is the third version, which we're currently on, which gives you 2 lances, and the enemy has their expanded threshold, and then it gives them an additional lances entirely to sort of counteract the fact that you now have 4 more mechs, which can be a huge advantage. You can run into groups where it will send over 30 mechs at you, though, where you basically wipe out, what is that, a battalion of mechs? Because a company of mechs is 12 mechs, and you can wipe that out in an afternoon, apparently. So, yeah. Not sure where we're going to go with that on the balancing. I would like to continue doing this, but if I have to run my little force into that sort of thing early on, which I suppose is possible according to what I've heard, I may not want to do that. So yeah, let's first cycle through. Stop. Oh, it was the javelin. Wait a second. Did I put... Oh, the Usagi's now going to be fixed. Fix the Usagi. Stop. And come to the mech bay. We now need to actually fix the Usagi, because it was a little bit more dented than we otherwise thought it was. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, I suppose, everybody else is fixed. So we'll patch you up 2 more days. We'll get that light PPC once again put back together. There's more duct tape than actual PPC housing on this thing at this point. But that's perfectly okay. Wolverine's another 24 days away. It's going to be 22 by the time I'm done here. 1 and 2 and stop. Lovely. We now want to give just a quick check of the brand new faction shop. Oh, I want to see if there's anything worth buying. We have 1.3 million. Oh, there's a charger. This isn't even the faction shop, and there's a charger. I want it. Give it to me. I know it's the one I want. I don't care. Oh, I would love to have this thing so much. I don't have the cash for it. Also, it's a single part, so it's not even, you know, the full shebang. There's actually a lot of gear here in this shop. This is fairly nice. But over to the faction shop, where the real gear can be found. Hunchback 4 XP and a legacy. I don't know what that is, but it's kind of looks like a bit of a locust with arms and you know, other way mechs. A lot of mechs actually here. Rifleman parts, urban mech parts, because you know we could use them. The R7, is that compatible with? I don't actually know. That might be worth trying to buy just to see if I can build that Arrow 4 one. And Vanquishers. Show me your ballistics only, please. AC-10, cluster ammo, machine gun ammo, acid mortar, half ton. I'm buying it. We have mortars, and half a ton of acid mortar would be quite useful. I need to slowly build up my mortar ammunition reserves. Whole bunch of Magnum, medium laser. Oh no, 1 Magnum. Well, 4 of them. Medium pulse Magna. 14 times 3 for 20 heat. Is that 20 heat each? I'm not quite sure. I don't really care, because that's pretty hilarious. Diverse options. There's some good kit here. Although, here's the thing about it. It does cycle. So the stuff here will go away in like 10 minutes or something like that. Clan Alarum 20. Oh boy. See, this is why you want to join the faction shop, because you get access to all, well, some of all of the gear that people didn't want. And some people are fighting areas in places that you are nowhere near. So that can be incredibly useful, saying, oh, well, I can go to the faction shop and I might be able to get Clanger. I need to do a quick check to see if we have a Thunderbolt. Which I can do that by clicking sell. So, do I have a Thunderbolt missile launcher? Because if I do have a Thunderbolt 10. I thought I did. So we can buy ammunition for that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. If it's still there. It still is. Okay. Give me that. Thank you. So we bought some ammunition out here, which was pretty great. I'd love to buy this, but it's a little bit too expensive, and I don't really have a mech for it, although it's basically giving me an MRM. An MRM 20 that weighs 5 tons. That would be good. Oh, that would be good. No, I can't. I do have to finish off this planet and move on. But that is one of the greatest things about this, is that we're now allied with the faction. We've never allied with the faction before, but we're now proudly allied with the Tortugan Dominion, and we will hopefully be able to hold off the hordes who attempt to destroy our territory, and slowly expand, and plunder, and pirate, and do all other things that Tortugan Dominion people do. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't quite yet read the brochure yet, or rather it hasn't quite arrived yet, but we will figure it out all together. So that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive notifications every time we post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, or you can join our Discord and join the group that receives notifications every single time I release videos. It tends to work out quite nicely in case YouTube has a habit of forgetting you. We also stream on Saturdays. We stream another campaign, Apollo's Vipers, which are currently up in clan space, and we will eventually figure out which clan we want to join. If you want to say in that, join us on Saturdays at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Share the videos around just so more people get the word and we can sort of build up a more community, and I will see you all in the next episode.